Oh my
Did
god!
I get confused?
Yeah, I think you got confused.
Okay. No matter what, it could be a quite an interesting match. Last time around, the first map was pretty close and a win for 55, but the next two seem to be an easy pickup for the new TCG. And why do I say new TCG? Well, it might be not that new. At least 2 weeks they've been around, but if we want to quickly go through the builds, we start off with Quove. Jebro, do you want to start?
Indeed. He's going to be going with the Dagger Focus Elementalist build. He's actually opting for the Sigil of Leeching to get some extra HP there, and also the Rune of Strength. And with the Fiery Greatsword and also the Conjure Frostbow, as you were talking about yesterday, and actually opting to go with the Aether Renewal heal and not the Signet heal that we would see. I think Xerix was running with Focus, but I do believe that it's probably better to use that Aether Renewal in this build. Going over to Zuik, he's going to be playing the Dagger Elementalist there. Going for the 3 usual utilities as well as Fiery Greatsword, so we already have 2 Fiery Greatswords on the team of TCG. Not something obviously we have seen before this kind of lineup happen, so it's nice to see that. Some nice mobility there as we go over to someone who can definitely give their team a lot of mobility, who left, but
is going to play some form of a Shatter Mesmer. Most likely, if we judge it from past experience, he's going to play Greatsword and Sword Torch.
That's right. Yeah, opting for their stealth on that torch gives him some nice recovery, and also some, can come out of stealth and also can jump onto opponents using that stealth to initiate a nice shatter combo. So it's actually quite nice for a different degree of stuff. Going over to Texby, he's going to be using the Celestial Rifle Engineer build, of course. Going for the he's going for Slick Shoes, very, very nice. A lot of people complaining about that on the forums at the moment. In combination with the toolkit and also with the grenade kit with the rifle, some nice CC and control with that. Going for the classic 60062 build, going for the Invigorating Speed, of course. And they're finally going over to Sizer. As we had a look in chat, people were telling us that he has gone back to SD, which is indeed what he has done.
Apparently since the reforming of TCG.
That's it, exactly. I mean, he was doing fine on the other build as well, but, this is the classic that he normally plays, going with the Rune of Strength as well, and that is a TCG for you.
Yeah, and over on the blue side, we have 55 HP Monks, starting us off with Misha, who is playing the Staff, Greatsword, Shatter Mesmer, Traveler Rune, and going with the Mower. Nice to see the Mower around. Of course, a brilliant bunker killer or just, some sort of CC to negate reses or stomps, always really handy. Let's see if he uses that correctly. From time to time, some of the mowers seem to go wide and, don't really do their job that well, but Misha known to do it pretty well. Zan is the next one, playing a Celestial Rifle Engineer, a little bit of a different trait spread, but same utilities as we see on the side of Texby. He is going for Power Wrench instead of the 6 points in Alchemy, and then also taking Protection Injection, so a bit more damage oriented. Next one we have Karsaib. Karsaib is playing and we have the Melandra Rune, Cleric's Amulet, Staff Alley. Cleric's Amulet, Staff Alley, pretty much the only one who does that.
Going for more survivability really, and generally supporting the team so he can hold their caps alongside easy, which means actually if one of those guys are stuck on a node, at least one of them needs to be in the team fight. So if that does happen, it's not too much trouble. They've got a lot more support coming out with that staff as well.
It really puts a big emphasis on the correct rotation. Because if you miss a rotation with this one, you can end up with really 2 squishies being left on 1 point to defend, sometimes even in the middle of the enemy point.
And that has happened to them before,
that
it really causes a problem.
To some degree. Then we have Issei. Issei is playing an altruistic healing, a Bunker Guard, also with the Cleric's Amulet, so 55 pretty much the only team that takes 2 Clerics with it. But they have had pretty good success with that in the past. Chosen Sin has DC'd, but I think we can assume he's either going to go with a Panic Strike backstab or with an Executioner, most likely Panic Strike though.
Yeah,
maybe
also
withdraw heal.
Just to note a couple of things as we went through those builds that are different. At the moment, EC is using the shield on the altruistic healing build, so offering protection on the 4th skill and also that knockback and a little heal as well on the 5th, of course, as well as the projectiles. But also going over to Zuik, he is actually opted for a pack rune. So a lot of people have started to check. Well, some people have changed. You know, if with the mic kind of nerf-ish, I guess, they're actually opting to go with pack, so to get more damage and as well, because you can offer up some nice might and also fury as well, which is kind of replace to a degree some of that extra damage they were missing with the extra might, but actually works quite well on engineers as well. Kind of
just a little off topic, real quick. We seem to have an AFK Tommy TomTom still in the arena. I think you should probably kick him.
I will indeed.
He's probably not doing it on purpose, but just in case he comes back and sees something he's not supposed to. I mean, he can just... What? He did DC? Oh well. Not really much more we can do. So, yeah. Chosen, last one we're waiting for. And we can have a quick look at Helseth. Yes, it was the build we were expecting. And no funny business in the utilities this time. Last time, what was it that we had? The reflect field. I forgot the name. Oh, damn! I'm gonna get flamed in chat for that.
What's that? Sorry, what did you say?
What is the reflect utility from Mesmer? Feedback. I remember on my own. No, nobody wrote in chat yet. I remembered on my own.
No, it's okay. Yeah, feedback. Oh yeah, got it. You remembered. Well done. Sorry, I was just trying to get rid of Tommy. So, someone remind me to unban him if they get to the final, because that's the only way I can get him out. So yeah, we're just waiting to start this game. They can go. Just letting them know that. And yeah, if you have just entered the stream, we are in the semi-final of the Go4 Guild Wars 2 Cup number 14. We've been running this for just over 3 months now, and ESL, of course. And we'll have the NA Cup, which is happening later on. Okay.
Yeah, and also not to forget, something we may be able to mention, it's correct that on the 4th, there is is it the 4th or the 11th? The monthly final from January.
The monthly final is on Wednesday, so the 4th, yes.
Yeah, well, the 11th is a Wednesday as well. I just didn't know which week.
yeah, that's it. I mean, it's a bit earlier in the month this month, January. Yeah. And we got a long week. We've got many. We're waiting for Chosen Sin, so we're just going to talk amongst ourselves. Yeah. But we have a lot of sPVP going down this week. We have this today. We have the NA later. We have the weekly on Thursday. We have also the on Saturday we have the WTS qualifiers, and then on Sunday we have Go4 again. And sorry, I just missed the Wednesday finals as well. I just remember
it's a really packed week.
Yeah, so we got 1, 2. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 casts this week.
Yeah, I probably have the same amount, because whenever I'm not in the English cast, I head over to the German. Although maybe not, they've got Moa and Spuddy. Maybe we do triple cast again. We have to see.
Did that work?
Kind of. It sort of worked. It worked better than I thought, but yeah, there were the situations of sometimes everyone wanting the other guys to have a bit of talking time. But yeah, you just need to figure that out a bit. I think it's easier if you actually are 3 people next to each other. Because I heard that League of Legends casters, for example, they do triple casts quite often. They have a thing where they put their hand on the table in front of them to say when they talk and when they stop talking. Which is kind of difficult if you're 200 kilometers away from each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you see the hand on my table? No, you can't. Damn.
Okay, so we are waiting to see what happens now, as 55 are having some problems, and there is a timer. There is an amount of time we need to get this started by. So if they don't have the amount of members, they may have to forfeit this game. We'll have to wait and see as we get an admin in here. Hint. Other than that, everyone is also very excited, because we were talking about Ready Up on the other day, on Friday, about something that's coming in WTS that we might be showing, that ArenaNet might be showing, to do with Stronghold. Not sure what that's going to be at all. I have no idea, but that is something extra to definitely keep you interested and hanging around for WTS, as well as WTS qualifier is going to be pretty damn awesome as well. So we've got EU NA next weekend. Gonna be interesting.
Yeah, do we, by the way, do we have a list of the teams that accepted the invitation to WTS yet?
Not yet. So it depends.
Not
yeah,
yet,
there's loads of
okay.
things on availability and whatnot. So that I'm guessing that'll be a blog post this start of the week.
Why are we talking about accepting the invitation? It is because, of course, even though you qualify through the ESL Go4s, you still have the little problem of needing every player to be over 18 and coming from the right region, which is a problem for a couple of teams. I know 55 is one of them. They might need a couple of replacements there.
Yeah, indeed. So we'll have to see who exactly is going to be involved in this. Yeah, in the end.
Well, Orange Logo, definitely. They kind of formed in the way they have to participate in WTS. I know, is anyone not eligible from the current TCG? From the new TCG?
I don't think so. I think they're all eligible. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they all are. Okay. I mean, I know Queeve left the team he was in to try and get into WTS as well as also Zuik. I'm not sure, he wasn't really in a solid team, I don't think. Or it kind of was. I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. As we wait and see who's going to get into the 5th member of the blue team.
Well, we know who, we just don't know when.
Well, they've actually got someone else on their roster, so they can get a sub as well.
Yeah. Who's the sub? Do you know that?
I think someone's telling me Demon Lord.
Oh yeah, Demon Lord might still be on there.
Let's have a look. See
that would be interesting. Is he then going to go over to Warrior? Because I don't know if he can play a Thief.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, no. Okay, so basically, how are we going to see this game go ahead? We've got Mesmer on each side. We've got potentially, hopefully, a Thief on each side.
Hopefully.
An Engineer on each side, and also an Elementalist on each side. We don't have obviously the Guardian, but, you know, in the support terms... Blue team have a lot more support compared to actually TCG, who are opting more for damage, and their builds are kind of, you know, anti-celestial, which is, you know, it's going to be anti-cheese mode if anything. Whether or not it's anti-55 HP monks, I don't know, because cheese monks, 55 HP monks have a lot of actually have a lot of survivability in their team. But like we were talking about, Demon Lord is gonna go on to Thief. Okay.
Oh, what? Demon Lord Thief. I haven't seen him play that. So that will be very interesting. He's playing Sword Dagger. So no backstab there. And actually forgot Skill Mug. You don't have a trait in Deadly Arts. Demon Lord, Skill Mug.
Oh, tell him.
Oh no. That could be really unfortunate. Okay, let's see how that works out. We have a Thief replacement. We have TCG on the red side versus 55 HP Monks on the blue side. Let's have a look at the splits.
Oh, that's his own fault. He should have just sorted that out. We can't restart just because of that. Sorry. We are going to go over, so he's missing a trait, unfortunately. Oh well. Had to force start. TCG were waiting for so long, and to be honest, it was either that or forfeit the game, and just needed to get on with it. So apologies for that. Not much I can do about that. That's not my problem. Sizer is going to be rolling over towards the Henge now to support potentially Hellsurf over there, who's dealing with Misha. We have a look over on the mine as well. Karsev's just defending that. Actually, might get the decap. Oh no, almost did. Azuk just jumps on the point with Texby, and they're going to be in 2v2. ECE is going to come over there for some support. Probably too much support over on this node, because there's going to be a bit of a bigger fight going over on mid, as we see the situation of Misha being outnumbered by Sizer and also Quib.
Yeah, mid Misha now really needs to get engaged. Used the portal. The portal brought him back to the Henge point, where Hellsurf was still kind of waiting for somebody to come there. We have Demon Lord, but the Moa comes out on Demon Lord. Hellsurf going for the stomp on Misha, and then might be ready to 1v1 Demon Lord. Also the assistance from Sizer coming in, and that is the end of him so damn quickly. Holy.
Indeed he do. Seeing some losses here. 55 HP Monks, 2 members are down. But hey ho, at the moment, having a bit of trouble going down for 55 HP Monks, not able to get on node at all, not able to secure any caps. They were kind of doing quite well over on the mine, but I do think they should have set in the EC over to mid in time to try and back up maybe Misha.
Yeah, no points really on there. 14 currently. We do have the midpoint income for TCG coming out, respawning. Demon Lord, does he really want to help Isse there? Because I don't think that 2v2 might go too well for them. Quoth pulling out the Frostbow, Isse down already. He's going to go for the decap on the midpoint, and that is definitely the right decision. Nice port up there, decap coming out. Now Helseth on his way already, but the decap will definitely come. They were also finally able to secure the mine point, so equalized playing field at the moment, but a very, very strong positional advantage from TCG going into this mid fight. And you're muted.
Sorry, that was trying to sort something out in the chat. I was just wondering, what is the trait that I can't remember the trait that Demon Lord's actually missing?
It's Muck. Like. It's the damage and heal on steel.
Oh, so that's actually quite a big one.
Yeah.
So he's going to be going down quite a lot. Okay. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles. We need to get on with it, and maybe that will teach people to get involved and get sorted a lot quicker and on time. As we move, we need to keep the pace up. We need to keep it excited, because at the moment we've got TCG versus 55 HP Monks with 50 points approaching 455. They are 70 points behind at the moment. In this game, we do have one cap each. We are going to see Demon Lord drop there again. Misha is very low as well, as EC is trying to support him as best he can. Does have that portal actually up as well, taking out Slicer from behind. That's actually quite a nice move from them. Maybe going to use that portal Misha at some point.
Oh, but just the downstate damage could bring Misha in a difficult situation. Helseth coming in from the side, but can't really get the focus on him. Immobilize. Not Chaos coming in yet. We do have the Chaos Armor up and also the invulnerability there, so it's really a 1v1 going on now, but maybe with a couple more cooldowns on the side of Helseth. He's just on the chase now.
Yes, Misha used that too quite well, just reversed the stance there and actually used it as a nice retreat. Well, nice retreat, trying to advance, away to escape, and actually used that portal there to get back to mid. Really effective move there. Was really patient using that. Really used that at the last minute. It's last second as well. It was literally about to go off cooldown. Sizer coming in as well, trying to get some extra damage on Misha. Really stuck. Zan comes to the rescue. Should be okay. Going to see Carsib coming in. This mid fight is really big at the moment, but it's all happening off point. So trying to trap the more DPS orientated characters as such as Sizer, who's actually just gone down.
Nice work to get him down there, but the decap still happens via Quoth. It is the close point of TCG, of course, meaning that after the respawn he just went there and yeah, got the decap pretty easily, even with Sizer down in mid. We do have a Moa out on Carsib, but the damage isn't really coming yet. Isse and Carsib, of course, brilliant combination to support and just hold out on the point for really, really a long time. Only issue with that, if they are bunched up on one point, the other points are lacking somewhat in support. Xananan can bring a bit to that, but not really that much.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it's not looking too good for them over on the mine at the moment. Zan is they need to get some support over here for him. Nothing coming out for him at the moment. We are going to see Demon Lord grabbing that decap on the other side, which is going to counter the decap, but they did have that one cap in their favor TCG-wise for quite a while. Zurich versus Carsib over the mid, that's not too bad. We are going to see some advance coming from both teams over towards the midpoint as well. Stackfield comes out, Lord Helseth does pop that fourth skill on the Shatter to be invulnerable for a while. Nice knockback from EC is going to give them a few decaps on the point, but not really getting capped. Helseth really pressurized, but then ported back up to the top to apply pressure.
Oh, nice knockback
onto Misha. Oh,
nice
the shot comes up. Oh, good.
Misha just barely making it out alive. Demon Lord, however, in a bunch of trouble just against Texby on the henge point. They do, again, have a bit of point income. There we go with the close points. Always a bit easier to get and also to keep a hold of. But Sizer also good with the damage on Zen, and I'm surprised that they're not just focusing on Demon Lord. Maybe they don't even see him as that much of a threat.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's getting stuck here. He is going to be able to take out Texby, maybe. Oh, no. No, Sizer just comes in for the kill as he kind of reverses himself into a corner there, unfortunately, and he's going to be taken out. Sizer doing a nice port there to finish him off. and they are going to have the 1v2. Zan very much in trouble as the 6 Gs comes out from Texby. He's very low as well. Texby gets knocked down. Nice combo from Zan, but he gets knocked back himself, and he's going to go down probably quite soon.
Misha now with the portal, but Hailself with the portal directly afterwards. So this is just mirror portal. Are we going to see the portal back as well? No, Hailself, I think he came from somewhere else. So now Misha again on the hench, just defending that, is trying to get the res on Zen, manages to pull that off. Quoth the only one who really did damage on that. Texby a bit busy with surviving in that at that point in time. And already a bit of a move now. It feels like, yeah, TCG disengaging from the mine point and 55 really just walking with them towards the mid-fight.
Yeah, at the moment, this is not looking... I mean, TCG are doing quite a good job here. Just keeping them at bay and just eventually winning that mid-fight, which is going to snowball for them. But Sizer has gone down on the side of Keep here. We can see a lot of members of 55 HP Monks trying to go in. A lot of Cleave coming out onto them, but they're going to survive that and move back into the point there. Groove is very low. Wozgi just popping that heal to get back on there to guard that point. Misha is the focus target here as we start to push up for them in towards the Keep. Needs to be careful that he's not really pushing too far, being pretty aggressive there as Helsef can just free cast on the top of the Great Sword too and getting some nice burst down on him. But as they do that from behind, Zuik is taken out. Nice job from them, Vapor forming towards the rest of his members of TCG, but they all started to rally around him. Not much coming out from them in terms of res. It's not looking good. Look at the TCG members, the Cleave coming out from 55.
Cleave is good, really good, but now Sizer has a lockdown on Demon Lord. Use the Venom to get him, and we do have a decap. I just wanted to mention that it's a really good idea from 55 to force this into an off-point fight, because they don't need to defend the point, but they might be able to use the confusion or maybe force somebody to have an eye on that point. Quoth seemed to be that person, but a little bit after the fact itself. So 140-point lead currently for TCG. I have to say that's not as much as I thought with the added, replacement. Demon Lord suddenly on a Thief, and then also missing Mug. That is pretty damn... well,
yeah. I mean, gonna get some grief for that. I'm sorry, guys, but we need to push it on. That's what we're here to do. We're here to play. We're not here to wait for
now
people.
With a good move with the decap on the mine, managed to sneak by unnoticed somehow. And 55 now just trying to survive. Karsab already the mower on him. This is really the bunker killer, but he's doing a good job at evading, but not for long. Doesn't even make it out of mower to use the skills again. Midpoint going into the hands of TCG again, and they are regrouping and already moving to the one neutral point at the moment, the mine.
They are coming back into the game. One tiny... Alright, we're just going to cause a lot of survival.
Oh wait, no, mine is capped.
It is capped indeed.
Oh.
Yeah, a couple of decaps over there. They did get the cap. 55 HP Monks have the 2 cap. They can come back into this slowly. They need to keep it up how they're going at the moment. And if they do, they can really do well here. Misha getting out a nice portal from Misha to actually escape there and just regen herself. Come back.
Moa on Sizer.
Oh my god, Sizer was advancing with Moa onto Misha there. And actually can get some nice damage as he is in that state. Obviously, Demon Lord maybe can come up from behind potentially take out
I'm really
Sizer.
surprised he's not chasing. I mean, he is a bit scared of the engage, especially with the Venom, but Demon Lord for the assistant there should be enough to at least force Sizer off, putting down the refuge. Now we should have some AoE damage, but we have a lot of dodges at the disposal of Sizer, and he might actually be able to get Misha down. Not quite. Demon Lord still on him, is trying to chase him. Misha should maybe back off a bit. This could get very difficult for him with this amount of health left.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, over there, just to note what TCG did there, they actually disengaged over on the mine point, at the right point, because they had Karsib and EC over there. They didn't want to stay involved in that fight. They've got Sizer down on the side. They're only less than 100 points behind now, and they're actually doing a good job. They need to start pushing out the mine now. They need to move a bit quicker. They've got Sizer down. They can push mid. They can do this push. They're doing it with a stealth move now. Zuik's just been taken. He's going to be taken out. Maybe half HP. Needs to pop all his cooldowns. Really big
Frostball coming out. Nice knockback
job
there. Quoth trying to get the rest on that. Chaos Storm coming out. No, get Zuik back up. The Earth Armor and the Static Shield was enough to get him. Quoth back on point, no decap coming in there, and now that this failed, this might really break the neck of 55, because they did invest into the aggression on mid instead of the defending of the quarry point, and we do see the decap coming out already. 60 points between the teams at the moment, that's 2 kills and both creatures. That is possible, but a really difficult thing to pull off.
Yeah, it's difficult, especially when you don't have a cap. 55 losing both their points at the moment. Carstig moving off node there, and really not a good place for him to be in. He's going to be able to tank this node, and they should be able to pick up the far point at 55 now, because they're outnumbering them, and I think they'll start to pull out. But a little bit of a rotational mistake there. With that mid action that they had, they needed to finish Zuik off. They needed to make sure that ended, because that's what it's cost them. At the moment.
Is this going to be a last-minute ready cast? I'm actually trying to get the decap on the mine. Trying to keep it neutral now with the Vapor Form. Not quite fast enough. Vapor Form a bit too late. Double cap coming out, and that is not enough to work with anymore. Frostbow, and I think we might see a GG any second.
It's probably pretty much over at the moment.
Yeah, especially with the decap on the... Oh, and the hate. The hate for you.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get it, but I'm sorry. We need to keep going. That's just the way it is. I can't please everyone, you know? I'm going to get some major help.
Yeah, but somebody needs to be the bad guy. I'm really thankful it was you.
Oh, God. It's just funny.
Okay,
There's nothing I can do. We'll move on. Let's go to Fofire. They can put the trait in, and then they'll win, because that's exactly the reason why they lost the game.
It definitely... I mean, I don't want to pile it on Jebro, but it definitely Nick. Had a big part in it. Because
of course it did. Yeah,
not only did we have the missing trait, and not only did we have just the replacement for Chosen Sin in the form of Demon Lord, but also just due to the confusion with the trait, we saw that Demon Lord took quite a while to get out of the base in the beginning. I think he just assumed a restart happening.
Yeah, I'm just sorting out this issue in chat.
And that brought... I don't think you'll be able to sort it out that quickly. But maybe they can just prove that that was the problem, and in the second match now bring it around. We definitely did not see a completely TCG dominant game.
Indeed. I'm doing it to give you guys the games as soon as you can get them. It was still exciting. They still almost came back. Let's get over it. Let's go into Fofire. Tweet at me if you got some issues, and let's just carry on. We're all good. So I will ask them to ready up. I will not force start the game. And there we go. Chosen Sin is back in, and he is playing Panic Strike at the moment.
Panic Strike at the moment. That is pretty much what we thought was going to happen.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay, who are we missing now? Only Zan. Not in yet. There we go. Zan, and now we only need the ready ups to get going.
Indeed, indeed.
And just to check, yeah, well, okay, with the Panic Strike build he has Muck definitely, but he also has Shadow's Embrace. Which is good. We're just assuming that we don't have to check all the builds. For someone potentially just missing one.
Checks.
That is kind of what they have to think about.
Mm-hmm. Can't kick people from the actual arena. I just have to remove Demon Lord for now. He's still in, and we are ready to go. Let's go. This is what we need to do to push the game on, guys. If you are in one of the teams and we go to Fofire, just ready up. Let's get the game going. Let's keep the pace up. This is what we need to do in Guild Wars 2 sPVP. We need to keep going. Keep the momentum up. Give you some awesome games. We are in the semi-final TCG versus 55 HP Monks. A good one.
Yeah, so first game going over to TCG. They could secure their place in today's finals if they pick up another win. And if we take If we just leave it at map preference, which I don't think necessarily can be the only reason for that, and if we compare it to last week, then TCG should actually have this, because they had a lot of stronger performance on Fofire and Kylo than they did on Niflhel. But there might also have been a couple of other factors for that. But again, I want to repeat, it wasn't a complete stomp. The last game. Exactly,
not at all. And they actually came back quite well. They actually made quite a few mistakes in that game. It wasn't, okay, we've got the less trait, but you can't, it's not just that. There was a misrotation. They moved off of the node over on the mine. They made a mistake there. They then lost the henge node because they applied pressure to mid, which they needed to win fast, you know, and because they didn't, they cost them. It was a rotational mistake. But, you know, hey ho, here we go. Maybe we can change it in this next game as we are waiting for teams to ready up. And then hopefully that we will actually move on. But exciting times, guys. We have 1,000
week of PvP.
Indeed. We have 1,100 people in the channel as well. Thank you for joining us. If you are new to sPVP, we hope you enjoy yourself as well. And have some fun.
Somebody really wants to start an Xbox versus PS4 discussion in chat. That's going to be fun and entertaining. But no time to watch that. Time to watch the game as soon as they ready up. Last one we're waiting for is Issei. They want you to force start again. Or at least Helseth wants to.
Yeah, oh god, like, this is one of the main issues. But we'll keep going,
We will try and fill the time with nonsensical gibberish.
We're trying to.
So, Chosen Sin now on the normal lineup. That could very well make a difference. Because somebody else playing Thief and Demon Lord, again, I haven't really seen him on Thief that much. I mean, he didn't do an awful job, but I think just the mix of Chosen Sin and Misha might make a really big difference. But now, guys, we are ready to go. We are ready to go into the second map of this best of 3. TCG currently in the lead with 1 win on the first map against 55 HP Monks on the blue side.
Indeed. So have a looking at this split at the moment coming out. We're going to see Zuik going over towards the quarry. He's going to be uncontested over there. Should be able to pick that up. 2v2 over on the mid. EC is going to go towards the waterfall and leave Carsev in a 1v2
On the burst comes on Helseth. He barely manages to escape. Oh, that portal comes out last second. Helseth still alive, and we do see the disengage from Texby as well, and they want to get into the mid. That is kind of a way you can clear up the waterfall. They didn't really gain an advantage in terms of players on the map out of that, but at least Helseth is forced to kind of retreat almost all the way into their own base to regain the health.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it's still not too bad. A whole massive team fight is engaging here over on the midpoint. Lord Helseth is going to start moving towards the waterfall now as well. We do see the portal there as well, so Misha will pop through, or someone else will pop through to make sure that point isn't
I hope in time. Yeah, portal is activated and Zan goes through. That is why we had a little bit of a delay on that. First need to get to the portal if you're not the Mesmer yourself. And Helseth just moving into the mid fight. Now Zuik, he's really in the enemy lines. Issei is having an eye on him. Texby also. They want to force the fight away from the midpoint and over to the waterfall. They just want to keep the midpoint neutral with one person if possible.
Yeah, I know. I mean, well, let's have a look at this. What's Texby doing here as he comes back? He might actually be taken out from behind. I thought it was Chosen Sin on him there. Just having a look at where Chosen Sin is positioned at the moment, trying to get some focus down on Zuik, actually. Main focus target, reversing it with a lot of focus from Helseth onto Chosen Sin. That's a good job. As soon as the Thief's applying pressure, try and counter that with that Mesmer play as well. He actually did quite a good job there.
A little bit of a retreat. They now want to get the outnumbered situation in mid. Cast up against 4 people. 55 needs to react quick. And that quick has to be pretty much now. 4th one coming in. Texby as well to take Karsab down. Where is 55? Coming in from the side now, and Karsab actually manages to keep himself alive long enough for the reinforcements to come.
Yeah, indeed. He's going to be okay now, indeed, as we see Misha coming up to the top of the point. We're going to see some pressure coming out from Sizer there, just as Misha comes in with that great sword too, and possibly the 4th skill as well, and has to back away as soon as possible. We do see Zan offering up some heal, as well as also the supply carry has been currently left over there. Mid still contested, points very, very even, 70 points now to TCG versus 65 or so. And looking quite good for both teams at the moment. No one really giving an inch. Being very, very cautious. Chosen Sin gets caught though, immobilized. A nice number 2 from Helseth as the SR is dropped there. All they need to do is cleave, but EC comes in for the res. And as the knockback comes in, Chosen Sin does port towards the cap, towards Zan. And that's a nice res for 55 HP Monks.
Yeah, to be honest, there wasn't really that much pressure from the side of TCG on there. Really? But I have to say, even though this might still be pretty even, TCG is dictating the terms of where the fights happen. And now we have a double down state. Chosen almost down. Misha and Taxby. The res on Taxby is coming in. Misha as well. Nobody wants to go for the down. Both want to just keep their players alive, but Chosen follows directly after that, and the damage on him is going to be too much. It is just too damn hard to res a thief, and that he might actually be the rally on Taxby. No! Died a little bit before that. Taxby down in the middle of nowhere, and Xananan, his NG counterpart, coming in for the stomp, and that might be the rally on Misha if he gets it. Does he get it? No, he's just trying to damage and interrupt now and keep them busy there for as long as possible, but the down of Misha is still secured. Last bit of knockback, but Taxby is gonna stand up and now join the fight in mid.
Yeah, indeed. As we go over towards the mid, we will see this 2v2. No, sorry, 3v1. Wow, got that completely wrong. Trying to take out Castle. They need some support. And we are going to see Misha respawn and joining in the mid as well, as the fight has finished over in Waterfall. So everyone is starting to push over there. They need to help Castle as soon as possible. Pardon me, to make sure he doesn't go down. Just as I said that he has gone to the down state, still has Vapor Form. Maybe he can get to the rest of the team as they come into the point. But the thing is, they need to stay on node to make sure it's capped. We are going to see this SR coming out, but no res, just on the edge of it. Not sure about the positioning there, but hey ho, they did keep the point at least in their favor, contested, but 55 losing out now.
Yeah, Karsab is down. Is the only one with the Cleric's Amulet currently still standing in Helseth with the portal, trying to engage on Zan, and Zan did the right move. He just stayed on the waterfall. Moa coming out. A lot of damage on Helseth already, but Taxby coming through should make that an easy 2v2. Zan actually almost taking down Helseth in Moa. That would have been quite cool. Tried to activate the stick shoes, not really in time, and actually knocked him off point with the swag stomp, getting the decap on the waterfall on the other side. Same picture, only that the waterfall is gonna get capped as well. And we still have a bit of a fight on the quarry.
Yeah, that's it indeed. We got this fight going on quarry. Misha is going to cap the node though. Let's Chaostorm just running out as Sizer runs away there. He doesn't want to enter in that 1v2 situation. Misha and Chosen Sin.
Invisible. Quoth's trying to rest himself. I think he might be invisible now again with the damage on Quoth. And just the illusions are going to keep him down. But Sizer might come in. Chosen Sin. Maybe Misha a bit early on the disengage. But Zan is also there for the support. Chosen Sin now just has the job to do as much damage on the corpse and not let Sizer rest.
Yeah, that's it indeed. There's a nice move from Quiv actually, using that Vapor Form which pressurizes one of the characters to actually stay on the point, although Zan probably could have just knocked him off if he needed to. Didn't need to there. 166 to 189 at the moment. TCG taking this game in their favor, but they have lost 2 members of their team. TCG need to probably think about being a little bit defensive at the moment, although they do have the cap, which is over on the far point of them.
Dodged himself out of line of sight and is going for the decap, but Zan has an eye on it, positioned himself on the side of the midpoint. Therefore, just brilliant overview of that. Zurich down in mid. Now 55 has really turned it around. They have, again, a bit of a solid basis for their attacks and managed to get one after the other players of TCG into downstate, meaning pretty much a 4v5 for the entire match so far, for the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean the chill was nice. There was a nice amount of grenades. Zan just really nailing those grenades on Sizer as he came on the point and just had to just push him away. And we got the secret. They're gonna start taking
the damage, Quoth! almost made it out there. Texby and Quoth both down now. Now they can just damage a bit, and we might actually see a 3-cap coming out. Damn, this is TCG-esque pressure coming out from 55, just with the pain train immediately advancing to the waterfall.
This is heavy. This is crazy. I mean, could be a 3-cap, like you said, for TCG, for 55 HP Monks, sorry, against TCG. But I'm not sure that's going to happen. We've got the 1v1 between Zan and Sizer. Sizer really is in a bad position there. Doesn't want to be in that 1v1, really. We are going to see the support coming out from Helseth. Will he be able to get over there in time to offer up that support? Not too sure. He can't get involved there as long as Zan is throwing those grenades. So he's thinking about it and actually gets pushed back there by Carsley. He just says, nah, you're out, mate.
For 55, this is just as good as it could get. For everyone, we had an eye earlier on the waterfall fight, and they had 2 downstates, and Zui came for the rest. But since normally I'm very critical of the rotation with the Mesmer and Thief combination in 2v2s, but they had so much damage that they could leave both corpses on the point, and Zuik was just definitely not able to get the res. So they had 2 people bleeding out in the middle of a team fight, which gave them a 3v5 advantage across the map.
I mean, Helseth's trying to do something useful over on the gate at the moment by taking it down, but at the moment, this 3-cap is solid. They need to get some nodes as the rest of the team members spawn. They need to regroup. They need to try and take control of this map.
Oh, and the Lord Rush is already happening. We are past the 350-point mark from 55. Zan and Misha already on the Lord. We do have a target on there. Is the Moa gonna come? Do we even have that ready? Let's have a look. Damage already. We had an interrupt on the Moa actually, but it's not gonna matter that much. The damage is good. Oh, heal almost! Last second Moa on the heal, interrupting that, and meaning an easy pickup of the Lord for 55. And they equalize the score 1-1. We are going into a third match.
Awesome stuff, awesome stuff.
Oh, damn, the chat. Okay, we're just going to ignore that.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea. We are going to go into the third game.
Yes, we are. And the third game is going to be Battle of Kylo.
Indeed. So on this map, if you are new to Guild Wars 2 sPVP, so we have 1.2, we have quite a lot of viewers in the chat. Some people might be new, but we do not have any. We don't have any mechanics that will gain points very, very quickly. Of course, nothing like a Lord kill that's going to give you 150. Nothing like a boss kill that's going to give you 25 in stats. Instead, we have a trebuchet.
Well, we have 2 of them.
We have 2. I have a trebuchet, singular for each team, but we have 2 on the map, and each one is placed exactly where Nick is currently clicking on the map. You can destroy the structure in the middle, on the sides, so that it gives access to any ranged players which want to initiate any kind of damage from the top, either just AoE spam or single target. And yeah, quite nice for all the mesmers and actually, you know, different characters on the map at the moment, even the thieves and whatnot. And we also can opt to just go straight through the middle of the map, probably the thieves and also the mesmers, using that to the best advantage. Even the elementalists as well, going for the lightning flash utility, which can get them up and through the map quite quickly. So there's a lot of mobility on this map, and this could be quite interesting.
I kind of feel like a stewardess right now, like a flight attendant, because I'm just pointing at stuff you're talking about. You find the emergency exits here and here.
And just above the map on the right hand side.
Exactly.
So it's looking pretty strong for 55 in that game, last game, if we're honest. I'm not sure who's going to win this, though. I'm not sure who's going to win this.
Yeah, even though 55 was pretty dominant in the last match, I don't think it's necessarily too much of an indicator for the third map, because we did have a. Well, okay, 55 basically had 1 down. I try to remember, I think Quoth was the first to fall. And they just snowballed the entire map from that and did a brilliant job of just picking up TCG members left and right before they were even able to engage. And TCG, I think, did the small mistake of not taking the time to regroup. They wanted to gain the advantage early, they wanted to go back in with decaps, which is also a possibility. If you get map wiped by a team, you either... Well, you have 3 options. You either go 5 people for 1 point to try and get a team wipe on there, and go across the map from that one fight. Then we can also just split it off and try to engage in small scrimmages, which is risky because it takes a lot of time to get these decided if you don't have the right matchups. Or you can do what TCG did, which was kind of a semi-engage on one side while still people were down, and trying to gain the advantage back just by decaps. And 55 just had the map overview to negate the decaps, which is why that strategy completely backfired.
Wait as well.
And
It's another option. I'm glad to see that no people will do that. We are still waiting for the ready up, which
Yes,
is very
we
difficult.
Ready ups came, so 10 seconds to go until we start with the third and deciding match in this best of 3 between TCG and 55 HP Monks. This is the semi-finals of the Go4 Cup, not the first one of February. So let's see what the splits do.
We are going into this map. We are going to see this being the decider to see who goes into the final. 55 HP Monks not sending anyone to their close point. They're just going to be fully aggressive, stealthing up. This is very, very cheeky move here. Normally they would go close point. Maybe they're thinking, maybe we don't win as much on this map as we would like to. Carsib's going to tank over on the far point now. We're going to see Texby going to go over towards the mansion, get a free cap over there.
12 is already mowered. 3 people coming in. Carsib already. Now we have the pain train going, and they will take Quove down sooner or later. He did manage to get the earth armor up before, but that is still not going to mean he has any chance in that. Vaporform for last bit of annoyance, and we already do have the portal coming out to be somewhere else faster. Where was it? Chosen Sin seems to be in range of the trebuchet, and with the upcoming mid fight, that might be something he wants to go for. Nope, he doesn't apparently.
Indeed. Well, Quove down now over on that windmill. Should be able to pick up that point. I mean, it's a nice tactic, okay, but they've, you know, lost the mansion, so I'm not sure it's really giving them anything extra if they just gone over towards the hand point and gone to mid.
I think they were kind of thinking that if they clean up the windmill point fast enough, then they're actually going to get the cap before they realize, oh wait, they don't have anyone on mansion. Maybe they were counting on a 2-point split in the beginning from TCG. Didn't quite happen. Early lead, about 10, well, pretty much exactly 10 points for TCG. And now Karsab needs to be really careful. Manages to hit himself back up and using the terrain to his benefit there. Just dodge rolling off the side of the window and therefore being out of range for attacks. And now the complete disengage almost. Fiery Greatsword coming in from Karsab to get back onto mid. And now 55 is kind of splitting off.
Yeah, now that is, they are. Yeah, they've got the mansion back into contested state. Texby coming over there as well, popping out that the supply crate. A couple of ticks left for 55 to get the node. Actually, they've been very strong on this map. Chosen Sin now on the edge of his SR, trying to get away from Texby. Positioned himself well to avoid that jump shot there. And probably would have actually got the kill if he hadn't. And good job there from Chosen Sin. We are going to see EC in that 1v1 now versus Quove. Over on the mid, we have Ellie versus Elementalist, Carsib and Zurich.
Misha's down. Misha wanted to assist Zan in defending against Sizer and Helseth, but Misha got picked off first. Zan and then able to, chase Sizer away again, but Misha is gonna, really has to wait for the respawn now. Moa comes out on Zan, and he is a bit far off point actually, and therefore will give up the decap and probably the cap in a couple of seconds really, really early.
Yeah, this is, pardon me, a good turning point. Whoa, frog in my throat just then. A good turning point for TCG actually. Could probably be quite well, but they need to make sure they back up Quove because now we're going to see Misha on the respawn coming over towards the mansion. He's actually going to leave him and they're going to opt for the DPS team to try and take out Quove as soon as possible. Not sure any support's going to come out. Oh, we are going to see Zurich jumping over towards the mansion now as well. As Quove has been taken down, he's going to actually disengage, go back towards mid. They do have the one cap.
That wouldn't have been a smart move to go back in there. 2 cap, almost equalized scores now. That is going to come in a couple of seconds. 55 opting for the save regroup. Are they really going to wait for the respawn? Well, it's not that long. to be honest. Disengage from the midpoint and now waiting for the respawn to have the next engage. And really waiting, seeing where's TCG going, how are they positioning themselves. And in TCG, normal TCG fashion, Helseth already looking for an engage on the mansion, but he sees Xananan over there.
Yeah, that's not something he wants to get involved in. He's just going to wants to be a bit more defensive here. You see now, as the 55 HP Monks start to push towards Windmill, we need really all the focus is going to be here. Zuik's going to try and stay at mid. We might see Zan offer up. Oh, Zuik's trying to maybe be cheeky there, actually. We're going to see, it might be a bit of a dupe.
Oh, portal.
Just come into mid. Portal.
But reaction portal.
Good job. Good job. Good job. That was really nice, because I mean that's a good scout, because that's what 55 HP Monks do. They use that portal in a dupe tactic on another node, and they've started to do it a little bit more often, which means it might be a little bit easier for them to scout now, but haven't played it in much in the last 2 games, so it's not too bad.
Did we see Moa?
Moa on Zuik. Zuik's going to potentially go down here. A nice cover, but Misha really on the back though. He's got to be careful he doesn't go away too far from the rest of his team he has, and he's going to go down here. And we are going to also see Helseth being taken down as well on the top, on the roof on the clock tower.
And this looks very similar to the last game. One person taken out, second follows suit. Then we have Sizer and Quoth in downstate. Afterwards, Sizer actually in the 1v1 against Zan. Why is he going for that? Still not sure about that. And this might then again be a complete map control for 55 now. Going for the D cap, and well, it's not going to be the 3 cap because we have the respawn, of course. But Misha now in a 1v1 with Helseth might need to disengage from that because Zuik is coming in as well.
Yeah, they don't want to overcommit too much and then lose the end momentum that they've actually got. And, you know, they just lose it completely because they've got the 2 cap now. They're going to come back. They're going to take the lead quite easily. TCG needs to try and pull back something here. We're going to see Sizer maybe trying to engage over on the mansion. Zan is in a place to watch for the respawn of Sizer. He is stealthed, so he's actually going to move into mid now. Chosen Sin hovering around there as well. Carsave just over there on the top. But Sizer not really sure where to engage here. The rest of TCG are trying to cap that windmill. They've just got
Misha
it back.
is a good point to engage. Wait, did he just engage on an illusion? I think he might have.
He might have indeed. Misha has stealthed and actually moved using that decoy there. Does have the portal still, so if he loses a lot of pressure, she can probably be okay using that heal to get the maximum potential out of that, having all of the clones up as well. So that's quite good. Dropping that Kel Storm is just going to cause Sizer some issues and needs to back out there. And yeah, it's looking it's a bit slow around the map, really. Slow engages. Now we're going to have a 2v2 over on the mid. Easy and Carsave there just trying to take it. Oh, we're going to see someone ranging from the side. It's going to be Helseth dropping in a lot of damage on Carsave. Needs to try and line the sight to recover there as Easy comes into the point as well.
Oh, had a little bit of a lag there, but I think it was only for me. Now Carsave trying to just walk around the clock tower a bit to line of sight as much as possible and not let them just whale damage on him. We still have we still have Issei and Xananan on the point, so they should be the defensive force that is enough, and a decap again on the windmill. So we didn't really see a repeat of the last game just from the first wipe, but that was kind of because the respawn came in a bit earlier, and we also have a bit of a shorter distance back to your own close point on this map. Therefore, we had only Misha there, Issei to keep it neutral from the bit for a bit, but they did do the right move to just disengage as fast as possible. Oh, Sizer managed to get Misha down, but the damage of Chosen Sin is just a bit too much for him to get the safe stomp. But Quoth coming in could very well turn this around, but TCG has to commit 3 people into getting a point they had a second ago anyways.
They've got the free cap as well.
Oh, that was actually the downstate port, wasn't it?
It was the downstate port from Chosen Sin.
Nice.
Nice job. I think Chosen Sin did that before, didn't he? When he did those epic, like, downstate port skills.
No, there was still Issei on Thief.
Oh, was that Issei? Okay, yeah, right, you're right, okay. So sharing the
right
love and
team,
the skill there.
wrong person.
And now, with we're 130 points lead.
Why did
It's
Misha
gonna be
now
difficult.
move across? Well, maybe to leave a portal there could very well be the case. Exactly, that is the case. And now again for the defense on the mid, because they did lose the cap there. And Izzy is down already. Karsab and Zan still can hold their own for quite some time. But was the portal really worth it? It might have been worth it now with the engage of Helseth. Misha going through the portal, Chosen Sin there as well, trying to take out Taxby as soon as possible, and Xananan falling back to keep it safe.
Indeed, this actual decap over on the mid could be very important if they apply that pressure over to the mansion. Have they got the decap? They haven't.
No,
They need to be careful.
almost.
Chosen Sin going down is big though, but Texby's down on this node as well. They're gonna take. Did they take Chosen? I don't know. Misha's
No,
down as
they
well.
haven't
Chosen
yet.
Sin
Misha's down. Then
This
going
is
for the
heavy.
stomp, but the damage on Chosen Sin is going to be enough to get the rally on
Easy's
Taxby. Now Zan and Issei for the defense. They're trying to hold this 1 point, and in mid it is two elementalists just punching each other. Somebody needs to be able to disengage while they can still hold this. With the respawn, maybe going for the windmill as fast as possible, but TCG has enough time with the
Zoic's watching
respawn
it.
coming up and the
Zoic's watching
decap
that.
coming out now.
Yeah, Zuik's watching that respawn, but look, Chosen Sin's a thief. He needs to be. Oh, is he gonna be able to get there just in case? Don't know if he's gonna be able to get there in time to stop him. I don't think he's gonna be able to. Zuik might not be able to get on node to actually get. Oh no, he has his lightning flash. Oh, he saved it for the great time. Zuik saving the day for TCG with the kills that they've got. They've got the 2-cap, Nick. They've got the 2-cap at the moment, taking out EC as well, being a supportive character. Zan is
Oh,
still
Moa
not back
coming
in
out
the
on
game.
Zuik. Quo for the assistance, but Zuik should fall pretty soon. He manages to line of sight a bit, so only Chosen Sin on there,
losing
because
that point.
Misha wanted to get the decap on the windmill first before committing to the kill. Vaporform back onto the point, and now Quo is trying to go for the res. Johnson already pretty down, so the downstate damage could be enough, and Misha couldn't assist with the downstate damage. Therefore an easy res for the two elementalists, and even though it is neutral at the moment, this is not the combination of players that can hold the point for that long.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, let's have a look. Windmill's almost 3-cap, 2-cap now.
Oh,
Only
God.
65 points left. This is a
Oh,
big,
the burst on
big
Quoth
change.
coming in from Chosen Sin there, maybe getting a sneaky stomp on the side without the assistance coming in. That will very well be the decap on the windmill again if they
I
get
dunno,
Zuik
Misha's
as well.
low, though. Misha's got to be careful here. Oh, they knocked Quiver off point. They're going to get the decap quite easily.
Oh, Fiery
no one's hit
Greatsword
for
escape. Nice one from Zuik.
Just as they start to come back as well. No one's looking after Mansion. That's an easy decap for Chosen Sin. Oh, Sizer's on him. That's a good pickup from Sizer, actually, but an even better move as well from Chosen Sin. But, you know, it still might
Willie
be...
actually...
Oh!
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 That
what?
is close. If he dodges off the point even once, and now we have two people engaging on him. Misha again with it. He is just... They are roaming together. They are the paint train combination at the moment. Bringing Sizer down. Zuik now for the defense. 2-cap is there. We still have a tiny bit of a lead. And oh, Portal already pulled down. Taxby to assist with the rest, leaving the midpoint completely open. And I think Zan saw that. No, Portal back from Quoth. Nice. Just barely in time.
This comeback is pretty immense at the moment. This is that wipe was literally the change of the game, and now Chosen Sin going down as well. That is not good for the guys as they jump in for the res. EC is probably going to get him up. He has done indeed, and
so
they actually
low.
took out Zuik there. I think 55 could take back this mansion and keep the lead in their favor. At the moment, it is a 15-point game, and that's going to slowly change as we've still got the 2-cap coming out from TCG. Zan cannot get involved. If they lose Windmill, they will lose this game, and because of the respawns, you probably get some concession over there as it is as well. And we're going to see Chosen Sin going into the mid. Now it's back to about a 7-6 point
We
game.
do need a
This
decap
is
now. We
so
have
close.
Taxby and Helseth on there. Misha going down, but Helseth might follow if he does get the stomp on there. Helseth
Oh, no,
did
Helseth-
follow. Res coming out on Misha. Helseth gets the stomp in his
stomp.
face. Taxby the only one left. We do have 5 points again to keep the lead alive just for a little bit longer, but
Oh
they
my
do
God.
need the decap on this point
Withdrawing.
really fast because we don't have a chieftain, we don't have a lord. This is all capture points and kills now.
Indeed, and the kills are really going to be important as well for 55 to come out. They need to pick up these kills, but the whole of TCG are back on the map. Helseth is even going to be cheeky and push towards the windmill now, which is very good because EC won't get involved, so that slowed him from getting out. And 55 HP Monks are going to kick themselves. They had a
Oh, but maybe Zan. No, we do have the Earth Armor on Quoth, so no knockback and immobilize on that one. We do see a supply crate drop, but 2 people are defending. Now we do see a double downstay there. 2 points coming in. We do have the decap on the mansion coming in a second. Will they be able to overrun the midpoint or just get a couple more stomps there? Sizer is down, completely off point as well. Chosen with a stomp. Now 5 more, and now with the double cap, they could actually they could come back. They can if they get the cap now. This is gonna be so ridiculously close. Only 1 point every 2 seconds now for TCG, and now it might actually be a kill if we get a downstate somewhere. It's gonna take over now. Last second, 500 to 499. The last little second did it. That cap couldn't have been any later as it was. As I think Jebro might just completely have ruined his voice.
Can I just say, alright, I'm very sorry about the trait mistake, but if that hadn't have happened, we may not have had that game, guys. And I'm not sorry for that.